motherland headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Last laid the canvas and I painted over.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the New England Patriots.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 113 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Harris running straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge. Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Looking to throw. Jenkins finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Throwing on first down. Jenkins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. No score after one on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 85 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the bootleg. Jenkins. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man complete. That's Ford. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Will Dissly with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots ready to try again on offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They go play action with Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ahmad Gardner finishing off the corner blitz. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Lions to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the bootleg, Jenkins. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Off play action. Jenkins being chased out left.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Jenkins on the move to his left. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Here we go. Can.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Burrow on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Quinnen Williams, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and it's the Jets who are out in front in that one. Breece Hall, a force in that first half with 2 touchdown runs. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium, and they trail the visiting Ravens in that one at halftime. Russell Gage, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at T.I.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And some room to roam now. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 32-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Franklin. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the draw, it's Harris. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. Throwing right, and that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Harris is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here's Cook again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Cook up the gut. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. It's Douglas.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the middle with Cook. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So it's a win here for the Lions, and it was thanks in part to the play of their 3rd-year quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for the Lions, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for New England, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they will get a home date next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.